Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. I'm back here up at Circular Quay train station, looking down onto this magnificent area. And it's a still morning. It's been raining. It's a little bit overcast, but when I look up into the sky, I can see that bright, beautiful full moon. And it's Wednesday morning. It's hump day, middle of the week, and the last day of March. So let's go on a walk and talk and get through this session, this book summary that I'm going to cover this morning. It's a great book summary. It's entitled Principles by an author named Ray Dalio, and a book with a number of life hacks and something that we can most definitely learn and implement in our lives. So Ray Dalio kicks off the book with a quote, and his quote is a nice one. It's a nice centering sort of quote to get us started. And he said that rather than thinking that I am right, I started to ask myself, how do I know that I'm right? And Ray is a CEO of a major corporation, a very successful corporation. And what we can do is we can begin and just analyze his culture, his corporate thinking, and learn from that. So Ray has a couple of books that he's written where he has a number of algorithm rules that he uses to navigate the world. And the books are, one is entitled Work and the other one is entitled Life. But he bases a lot of his actions, his decision-making capabilities on learnings from failures that he's been able to generate over a number of years from a number of projects. So he kicks off his book with a first sort of formal point that principles are the ultimate way of seeing the world as it truly is, and not as you think or you want to see the world. And the key to success, according to Ray Dalio, is to think rationally and not to be emotional in your thinking, and to be very, very careful and not to desperately hold on to opinions and not see reality. So Ray talks about principles and these algorithms, and he says that we need to use these principles to stress test your opinions and other people's opinions, because we all have biases and we all make decisions based on a slither of reality. Because what basically happens is that we all live our lives and we all live a very, very different life. We've lived different pasts, we're living different presents, and we're going to experience different futures. And along the way, we pick up experiences, we pick up biases, which can lead to flawed thinking. It can lead to good thinking, but it can also lead to flawed thinking. So we need to stress test our thinking and benchmark our abilities against other people to see where we stand and to determine whether or not there are opportunities to grow, develop, and to improve. So two of the most important principles that Ray has come up with over the years are things that are called radical truthfulness and radical transparency. So what we'll do is we'll just take a look at radical truthfulness and radical transparency and see what it means and where it can lead us. So kicking off with radical truthfulness, Ray talks about the importance of being honest, and by being honest and being surrounded by people who are honest is an opportunity to liberate yourself and liberate those around you. But in order to indulge and to benefit from radical truthfulness, we first need to create a safe environment that allows people and yourself to grow and develop from the failings, from the mistakes and other things that have happened, where we can use those as a springboard to grow, develop and make better decisions coming into the future. So learn to embrace truthfulness and not to fear it, because by being truthful, as the author says, it will liberate you, others around you, your families, your friends, and your organisation. So don't fear truthfulness is the bottom line. And the other thing that the author talks about is radical transparency, where we need to be open and candid about what you did, open and candid about what you did, what you are doing, and what you are about to do. And the reason why it's important to be candid and transparent and open is so that the people around you can be more accurate, so that they can accurately weigh their feedback on you, to understand what makes you tick, so that they can get closer to you and also feel more connected to you. Because over the years we've been fooled by thinking that it's nicer to say nothing, but in reality you're better off in many occasions being measured in what you say, but to say things or to share your feelings so that the people around you, as we said before, can understand what makes you tick. And you can also understand what makes you tick by being more open in your ability to communicate and to voice your opinions. Because the author here talks about the importance of being open with your ideas, and the best companies, the best families, the best friendships are the ones which are idea meritocracies. What's an idea meritocracy? An idea meritocracy is an environment where the best ideas bubble to the surface and win. But in order to have an idea meritocracy, we need to have created a safe space and a system where we get to choose the best ideas without offending those around us and getting their noses out of joint. And the way that Ray Dalio and his organisation manage this process is to generate a thing called a algorithm support system, where ideas from various people are tracked over time. You know, you record the idea, you track the idea, you flesh out the idea, you trial and implement the ideas as best as possible. And what happens is that over time you generate a believability score, a credibility quotient, where you say, well, you know, X, Y, and Z came up with 10 ideas, of which 8 were successful, you know, and so. Because we need to be grounded in reality and not to be grounded in fantasy. And because what we learn over time is that everybody is entitled to an opinion, but not every person's opinion has the same weighting. And this is the beauty of Facebook, because people go out there and post things about, their ideas, about their opinions, about things like, what do you call it? It just escaped me now. But they're basically voicing their strong views about conspiracy theories. That's what I want to talk about. Conspiracy theories about COVID-19, about vaccinations, about 5G. There are lots of things that are said by lots of people. And the beauty of Facebook is that once you go public, then people can measure and weigh your ideas and your opinions. And then, at some future point, look back and give you a quotient, a believability quotient, or a believability score as to whether or not your opinion is a featherweight opinion or a heavyweight opinion. Because as we say time and time again, everybody is entitled to an opinion, but not every opinion has the same weighting. Just because 100 people have an opinion on a certain item, on a certain conspiracy theory, doesn't make it right. Because and even experts can have opinions, and it doesn't make them right. Many experts, in fact, if you put them down and you get them to predict the future, will be very, very wrong in terms of their outcomes because of the biases that they've generated, because we're all infected with confirmation biases. So I guess the best thing is to have people who you can consult, but make sure you're consulting people who are balanced in their opinions and are believable. Just because people have opinions doesn't make them right. And it's only over time that you get to understand and to know where people are on the mark or grossly off the mark. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable. And let's learn a few of these lessons from this book entitled, the book which is entitled Principles by Ray Dalio. And learn to come up with ideas and to have opinions and to be truthful and transparent wherever possible, because that will enable you to be liberated and to be in a better position to make better decisions. So thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to coming to you again a little bit later on this morning, where we'll go through another book summary where we can hopefully learn something new, get us through the morning, get us through the day, be the wind beneath our wings, and to live, learn, and pass it on. And most importantly, let's learn from our mistakes and create safe environments for our family and friends to be able to be open, to be transparent, so that we can all share in each other's experiences, and we can become partners in each other's growth and development. So I don't know where today is going to lead weather-wise. It looks like it's going to clear up, but it's another beautiful start to the day, and wishing everybody happy hump week. Take care, yasas, Filakia from Jim's 5am Club. Ketaleme. Bye for now.